Hey, babe.
Hey.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm gonna go to McDonald's with Emily
Okay.
because I'm hungry.
Okay.
Do you want something?
No, do you have a card?
Yeah, I have my purse. I have my card.
I'm good.
Are you sure? You don't
I
like
ate
drink
like 3 of those.
tostadas? Oh yeah, I had one.
Hello and welcome back to the Blockchain Brew Show. This is a little impromptu late night crypto weekend update. And, the day got away from us. There's a lot of things going on. T Square and I have both had busy weeks. Let me get some music on. Where is my music? Let's see. Let's pick Sarah's Beep #1. Shout out to T Square's wife for making these sick beats for the Blockchain Brew Show. And if you tune into this later, drop a +1 in the comments for Sarah. So there you go. T Square and I have both had very busy weeks, and as you can tell, I didn't even get my setup going here. Normally I have my blue lights, my purple lights, my books, and my whiskey over here on the table. Today, all I have for you in the background is my wife's sourdough starter. So, right now it's like, from what she tells me, it's having the good and the bad bacteria are battling to see who wins. So there you go. That the good bacteria has won when it forms a layer of alcohol on the top that the sourdough community likes to call the hooch. Why they chose to call it that, I don't know. You'll have to ask them. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into it. It looks like, let me get my screen shared here. I did send a link to G Square. He might be jumping in from his phone. We'll have to see. Share screen, and I'm gonna head on over to the Bitcoin chart, guys. This is gonna be a quick little weekend update for us. Honestly, we've committed to going live every single day, and we haven't missed a day since we made that commitment to ourselves. So I'm not saying that I'm not here to add value, okay? However, I am also here tonight to make sure that we keep the streak running, okay? So it's going to be a really quick one, and then I'm going to hop off. But we're going to get an update, a little bit of a chart update, okay? So coming over here to Bitcoin on the daily chart. So, if you're in our Discord, let me get this off. Okay, if you're in our Discord, you will see that I've been posting some updates for us here quite frequently. Okay, every day I'm posting something in the Discord, and I've been making note of this flag right here. Let me hop over to the Discord, and I'll say what I've been looking at. So I posted yesterday. So far, despite the red action on the smaller time frames, we're in a similar place as yesterday on this Bitcoin daily chart. The candle is bodying above the 21 moving average. Okay, so I'll expand this for us so we can see it a little bit. That was yesterday's update. And the update the day before that Listed on Bitcoin, I'm seeing the 21 MA white line has finally caught up to price action. So on the daily, we have sideways price action above the 200, touching the 21 with low stochastic. Candle close above 19,905 should prime the next move. Okay, and the price at the time of posting that was 118,867. Yesterday said we're in a similar place, and that was actually, despite the red action, we stood in a similar place as the day before, because the candle is the candle was bodying above the 21 moving average. So I'll come back over here to the chart, and we'll go over what I was talking about. If I can maybe zoom this in a little bit. Okay, so right here, this candle with the long red wick, at the time that I gave that update in the Discord, the candle was bodying off of the 21 moving average. Okay, so what I was banking on was that this was just going to be, I didn't actually change my screen to TradingView. So there we go. Right here on TradingView, we had this candle. The green candle that we're on today is actually going to close tomorrow, so, Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The green candle before the candle we're forming now is the closed on Saturday, 5 p.m. And then Friday's candle is the one that we had this long lower wick with a hammer formation to the upside. This means that as the price was bearish, as the price was going down, the bulls bought up this wick. Okay, now at the time that I posted the update in Discord, we were bodying off of the 21 moving average, and I was banking that we were going to close above that moving average, the thick white line here. So the updates I've still been giving, the updates that I gave for the past couple of days in Discord on Bitcoin, nothing has changed. Okay, we have a flag above the 200, the red line, touching the 21, the white line. Okay, nothing has changed. As a matter of fact, the situation has clarified more that we are actually bullish, in my opinion, on the daily chart, because we've continued to consolidate above key moving averages, touching the 21, meaning we're not overheated, we're not overextended, we haven't ran away from the 21 moving average. Okay, and the key thing that I had been saying was three things: above the 200, touching the 21 with low stochastics. Today, not only do we have low stochastics, but the stochastics have actually crossed bullish now. Okay, we are going to be waiting for a bullish cross on the MACD, but that's going to come with more bullish price action on the candles. Okay, so hey, I see stochastics bottoming, in my opinion, and I see us moving back up to the top of this flag at about 120, and we'll have to see from there whether we break it or whether we remain in the flag for some more days. Okay, so that is the current situation, in my opinion. Now, today I said, let me come back over to the Discord. I said SEI on the 1 hour flagging above the 200 moving average nice thing about taking this trade is the ease of managing risk. Stop loss right below the 200. If you lose, you don't lose much. Okay, and then as more data came in, I gave an update later on in the day. I said another option is to wait for a bounce off of the 21 moving average and to wait for lower stochastics. You know, that if you didn't take any actions on the first snapshot that I gave, which I didn't say to do, I just said it's a possibility. And I said if you do, you should have a stop loss right below the 21, or right below the 200. As more data came in, I said another option is to wait for a bounce off of the 21 MA and lower stochastics to come in. So let's go look at what SEI is doing now. And that was on the 1 hour. Reset chart view. So now here's the current scenario. You know, so you could have waged your bets on the flag above the 21 as long as you had a stop. Right there. Or you could have honestly said, you know, hey, the 21's coming up, I'm going to run without a stop, okay? But we have to tell you, you know, use stop losses, risk management, you know? So you could have ran without a stop, honestly. I'm not saying that it's good practice. I am saying it's what I did personally, was I ran this trade without a stop, right? And I thought to myself, hey, it's coming down, but the 21's coming up. We could fake back below the 200, but we'll probably bounce off of the 21. And sure enough, that's what we see happening here. And, you know, the 21, the white line and the red line, once we faked back below the 200, we actually, the moving averages sometimes will form a pattern of their own. In this case, the white line and the red line form a sort of triangle pattern of their own, right? And what happens is we come down, we bounce off of the 21. The averages are getting so tight that you can look at the action right here, and you can actually say that just like a triangle pattern that you draw with horizontal lines, you can actually say, when you're right here, hey, it has to either break like this, or it's going to have to break like that. But either way, it's going to have to make a decision about what it's going to do. So now on this 1 hour chart, right now as we speak, we're breaking back above the 200 moving average. The 21 is getting ready to cross the 200. Okay, and you know, that's our sign. When this candle closes above, that's our sign that this move right here was a fake below the 200, and that the real move is actually still in play to the upside. So there you go. And I will actually make this update that I just gave in the Discord after I get off. Oh, you guys did not see any of that. Okay. Well, that's what I get for streaming by myself. T-Square usually tells me that that's happening. Anyways, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. The white line and the red line forming the moving averages, forming a sort of triangle of their own. Price gets tight. It has to make a decision to break up or break down. The fact that we're in this green hourly candle that we're currently forming, we're breaking back above the 200, a close above that 200. would tell me for SEI that that this previous action here was a fake below the 200. We come to the 4 hours, see what we have going on there. Okay, we're holding good above the 21. We never did, even back here, previous day's action, we never did lose the 200, which becomes even more relevant the higher the time frame. Okay, and you do see a sort of double bottom happening right here, and a nice bounce so far. You can give this trend line here, which you would really see three touches of this, and actually on the last touch we see a break and we see a retest and then a further move to the upside on the 4 hour. So I'm liking that. On the daily for SEI, same thing. We can actually extend this line a little bit, but yeah, prices on the daily, prices above the 200, touching the 21, right? That's when you want to make entries, is when you're near the 21 and you're likely to bounce off of it. Stochastics are low. Stochastics are low on the daily, and the MACD, the histogram has moved from red to more of a neutral. And if price moves up from here, then the MACD can sort of recover here and start looking to cross bullish. So there we go for that. SEI is looking really good in my opinion. So do with that what you will. Coming over here to XRP. Nice move back to the 21. And look at the stochastics. We've had a complete reset. And we did not have to give back all of the gains to do it. Okay, so what this means is that if you didn't get in right here on the break of the 200 MA on the daily, then what you do is you either, if you miss that move, you either get in during this brief period of consolidation, right? This was your second opportunity, okay? Or you get in, see, the temptation would be the next time that we started to consolidate, right? The temptation would have been to say this is your third opportunity. However, you break above the 200 on the daily, you take the second opportunity, but usually by the third opportunity, you're way far away from the 21 moving average, the white line, and you can actually wait for a retest of the 21. It's easy to see in hindsight, as it's happening, your emotions are getting in the way, mine too. But I'm just, in hindsight, showing you where the areas of opportunity were. So that's XRP. Moving over to Cardano. So Cardano, what's really, really interesting to me right now about Cardano on the daily, number one, stochastics have completely reset, just like a lot of the other coins we looked at, okay? And RSI has had a nice reset, And here's the best thing about this, okay? Price is, like I've been saying, above the 200, touching the 21. We wicked down to it. But look, price never actually ran too crazy above the 200. So, you know, it wasn't like that XRP move where it ran so high that it kind of ropes you in to getting in up here, right? Like even if Cardano did rope you into getting into it right here, it didn't run so far away that you got such a bad entry, right? Even if you got in right here, you're not actually down that much, and we didn't have to go down that much in order to come back to the 21. So Cardano, you're in good shape even if you bought the pump, right? So I like what I'm seeing there. Plus, the 21 is already crossing the 200, and it's you know, unlike some of the other coins we've looked at, this cross is just now coming in, meaning you've missed less opportunity. Like most of the opportunity is still ahead of you on the daily chart for Cardano, which in my opinion makes it one of the best buys in crypto right now. What's up, T-Square? You there?
What up, dude?
Sorry, I didn't see you there. I don't know if you caught what I was talking about right now.
I've been having connectivity issues. I looks like I got full service now. I've been trying to join for like 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
hey, what do you think though, man? I said Crow and Tron, man. I'm about to be busted through, dude. Crow's been ripping, dude. I think we even licked the 15-cent mark. Let's freaking go.
Nice. Love to hear it. Yeah, I about covered what I wanted to cover. What's anything you want to say while you're here?
Anything crazy? Nah, dude. I just think that I was looking a little bit at the charts briefly, and we're in like a really interesting stage because a lot of this stuff.
Looks like your mic went out.
Good time frame. Like right now, we have a trade going on, the 12-hour, but the daily, 2-day and 3-day, 5-day aren't super great, but the weekly and 8-day are also really good. Am I cutting that out?
You were a little bit. You're better
Yeah,
now.
I figured as much. Well, right. Well, I was just in like 2, 3, 5-day are kind of bearish.
Yeah.
The 8-day and weekly haven't confirmed 1, 2, 3, 5-day. But it's really a weird predicament because the 12-hour.
Oh, we lost him. Well, anyways, it's funny because I just got done saying I'm really bullish right now on the daily for all of these coins. You know, but like that may take a couple days. You know, I've noticed when he says like, hey, you know, he's not too sure about the daily, it's usually a pretty good call when it comes to the next day or two. I'm talking, you know, might take a couple days, but I don't know. I was just saying that it's funny because I'm actually like just got done saying I'm really bullish on the daily for a lot of these coins. But a lot of times I've noticed like when you have some concerns on the daily on Market Cipher, it's usually a good call when it comes to like the next day or two. Like because I'm mostly dealing with like moving averages. Like when I say I'm bullish, it might not like we might not see that, you know, boom within the next day. But but it is, I do think it's, a lot of the things I'm seeing are a good indicator that we're heading back in the right direction. So, Muffhead, what up? Why are you still up?
That's what I see on the 12-hour. The 12-hour looks really good to me, like a really good 12-hour. It's just the daily. I'm like, why? I needed to play ball.
Yeah, I know we're late, Muffhead, and you know we honestly still won't be on long, but you know it's
But we never miss a stream.
yes, exactly. You know it happens.
Look at Trent's crypto shirt.
Say a few words first. I gotta check something. All right, back with us. So, today I want to talk to you about ADA. I just did. I got ADA up on the screen. Now I'll recap what I was saying real quick. So, look, we have ADA in a place right now where most of the opportunity compared to a lot of other coins is still ahead of you. The reason for this is that, let me pull my chart down. The reason for this is that when we broke the 200 MA right here, this red line, you know, on the 15th, we didn't run away from it so hard to the point that, you know, if you bought the top of the pump, that you're in deep trouble now, right? Because we didn't run away like crazy from it. Because of that, even if you bought the top of the pump, you're not hurting too bad right now. Even if you longed the top of the pump on leverage, you're not hurting too bad right now. You know, so I really like to see that, because it means that most of the opportunity with ADA is still ahead of you compared to other coins. Now, couple that with the fact that where RSI is, you know, stochastic RSI is completely reset. I was just saying before T-Square hopped on, a lot of coins are like this right now. RSI has a nice reset. The MACD does have to recover here, but that's fine.
I think.
And then, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the dominance.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that.
Wait, Trent.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Damn it.
Yeah. So you know
I think you're.
Huh? What was
The
that?
dominance.
What,
I think the coins look weird because the dominance, Bitcoin dominance. That's why some of the coins are having mixed signals.
Oh, I mean, I don't, you know, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not even seeing a lot of mixed signals. I'm pretty bullish. Like, but yeah, let's see here. We've got, you know, that we're above the 200, touching the 21, stochastics are low. That's on the daily. And, you know, we didn't break above the 200 and just insanely run away. So we're in a place on Cardano where we've broken more recently above the 200 than other coins. So most of the opportunity when it comes to large caps, most of the opportunity is still ahead of you with Cardano compared to a lot of other coins. It's a great time to long, in my opinion.
I say that in Crowcoin. I think Crowcoin and Cardano are really great entry points because they haven't really taken a huge lift off from where compared to most coins.
Yeah. I
was saying too, Trent, like what I was meaning to say was like the dominance is one of the reasons why I think that we are having a lot of pump happening to like select alts, like the dominance is turning over, and that's you're seeing it play out.
Yeah, I can
bleeding into the alts.
Yeah, so Dominance, and we covered this the other day. Dominance attempted to move back up, but it got rejected very hard by the 200 moving average. And all of those altcoins, Stokes are low. Right here on Bitcoin Dominant, Stokes are high. So, guys, like this looks to me like the beginning of a brand new downtrend for Bitcoin dominance. Do I think a 6x is still reasonable this year for Cardano? I absolutely do. I think, like $6 is my major profit-taking target. $6 is my major profit-taking target, and that would be a 6x from $1, right? Easy math. So I think, a 7x is still reasonable. Honestly, a 10x is not insane. I'll be taking profit before that. But, yeah. So, there we go.
Smart, man.
If you,
I'll send that to my wife, too. Instead of going for a big fish, as long as you plan your DCAs out, I think you're doing really good. Stop thinking of round, flat numbers. I want to take out 100K. Be like, okay, when this goes up, a 3x, I'm going to take out, 20%. And it does it again, take out another 20%. And it does it again, take out another 20%. Don't be thinking about these round numbers. That's how you're going to get caught with your pants down.
Right. Absolutely. So if you have any last words, I'm going to go ahead and end because it is late.
Let's do it, brother. Hey, we're here with the grind, man. We're trying because we're here every night, every day. Every day we'll be here, guys. You'll get content from us. Weekends are kind of funky times for both of us because, we both got family plans and things going on in real life, so it's a little harder, but we always show up, guys. Thank you for Trent for getting out there and covering my butt today, and, we appreciate Trent and Ader, and yeah, there you go.
Let's go. Peace. Cheers.
Let's go. Later. Most hydrated crypto community.